Right, welcome everybody. I've got a very special guest with me this evening. Those of you who don't know, Wladimir Klitschko and Tyson Fury. A date has been set for the 24th of October. Today I've got with me the trainer of Wladimir Klitschko, Johnathon Banks. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm very good. I'm a little bit excited, to tell you the truth, about one of what I reckon is going to be probably one of the fights of the year, fight of a generation, especially in the heavyweights. Obviously the news has come out today. I know you as a trainer. How much do you know before? Are you as much in the dark as we are, or do you know a few days before?
Well, yeah, I'm more so in silence, not in the dark. I'm just in silence.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I know it's pretty much every step of the way. So I mean, it's good.
Okay, excellent, mate. Well, first of all, the fight being in Dusseldorf, I was on a show, on a friend's show, based in Ireland, and the main subject was this fight. How big of that is that to you? How much of an advantage do you think that is, the fight being in Germany? Because that's pretty much home territory for Vladimir and yourself.
There's no advantage. It's in Europe. Tyson Fury is from Europe. Vladimir Klitschko is from Europe. There's no advantage to either fighter. Okay. I just do not see it being an advantage to either guy. Yes, Vladimir has fought more in Germany than Tyson Fury, but Vladimir has fought more than Tyson Fury, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But it's just in Europe, so it doesn't matter for either fighter. Both fighters majority of fights has been in Europe, so the fight has been in Europe, so it's like an even playing field for both guys.
Okay. All right, mate. Fair enough. Well, so let's talk about you as a trainer. Your thoughts on the opponent, Tyson Fury. What's your biggest concern about Vladimir fighting Tyson Fury? What are you worried about most?
I mean, you got to be concerned about any guy with gloves on that's in the ring.
Yeah.
I tell you, Tyson Fury is a big guy. He's bigger than Vladimir. Tyson Fury is fearless. He'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. So, I mean, we got a guy like that. You got a big guy who just come to fight. He don't care where he hits you. As long as he hits you, he's going to keep coming. He just want to fight. So, yeah, therefore you have something to worry about. You have concerns.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Well, another thing I want to talk about, it was a big talking point. I don't know if you saw when Tyson fought Derek Chisora for the second time. And we saw a switch of stance to southpaw from Tyson. I don't know. Did you see that at all?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on that? Does that almost, as you as a trainer, mean you kind of have to almost double your workload in a way because he's got the ability to do both, or is it not something that really concerns you?
No. Vladimir has fought numerous of left-handed fighters, just like he fought numerous of right-handed fighters.
Yeah.
So far, doesn't intimidate him. Right hand doesn't intimidate him. So, we just stick with our game plan, and we just keep moving forward, and what we're gonna do, because whether Tyson Fury is gonna come out left-handed or right-handed, softball or convention style, I mean, I don't think it matters as far as what he decided to do. I think the most important is what Vlad decided to do.
Yeah. Okay. So that's sort of your kind of ethos as a trainer. It's more about what you do rather than.
I just think that Tyson Fury is a difficult fight, no matter which side you fight him. Fight him.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether it be Christian or whether it be softball. And I just think it's a difficult fight either way.
Yeah.
So there's no easy way to answer it because, like, as you've seen Tyson Fury, he's a big, strong guy. And, that's the case.
Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously, Vladimir's sparred Tyson before. I know, obviously, it was, it's God knows how long ago now. But I don't know if you were in attendance of that sparring session. I don't know if
I was there with him and when the late Emanuel Stewart brought Tyson Fury to Detroit, and he also brought Tyson Fury to the Ultra in Cunningham.
Oh, right, okay.
Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko didn't spar at all.
Yeah, okay. And were you impressed with Tyson at a young age? Did you ever think he would be in a position he is in now, about to fight the champion?
Of course. I mean, we were sitting at dinner laughing, talking. I'm like, dude. I mean, he's a workhorse. He works his butt off. You could tell that Tyson Fury, I mean, he was going to be top contender. You know, I always believe he would. I believe that he would. And seeing him where he's at now is not a surprise to me at all.
Okay, cool. Well, you'd know better than anyone, to be honest. So, well, let's talk a little bit about what you think of. Obviously, you're a trainer. You're looking at your opposite trainer, Peter Fury. How do you think he's done? Because he's kind of joined Tyson sort of quite a bit of a way through his career. What sort of job do you think he's done with Tyson? How do you think he's developed him?
Well, as far as what I see, Tyson has been doing pretty much. He has been successful before he got with Peter, and he's successful after he got with. But he's keeping him successful. So I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And now Tyson Fury is just trying to confuse Tyson Fury's job, and he loves to entertain.
Yeah.
He loves to tick off, and he loves to win, and that's his goal for Vladimir Klitschko.
Yeah.
He wants to fight him, he wants to entertain him, and he wants to.
And what do you make of like Tyson said in numerous interviews? He did one a few weeks ago actually on a Baylor TV, and he keeps saying he doesn't think the fight's going to happen. No matter what he see, I think because he's had David Haye pull out on him a couple of times and a couple of other fights pull out on him. He still seems to think that it's not going to happen. What do you make of that?
He's just kidding. He's kidding. Tyson Fury, he's a joke, but he's kidding. He knows the fight's going to happen. He is going to be ready for it.
Yeah, he's just a bit of jest. The
fight is going to happen, and he's going to be ready.
Yeah.
He's just. I mean, that's Tyson Fury. You know how Tyson is. He's a joke. That's all he's doing. I mean, he's good at what he do. I give him that. I'll tell you. But Tyson Fury knows. He reads the paperwork. He knows what's going on the business side, and he knows the fight is going to happen.
Brilliant. Well, it's I'm very much looking forward to it, like a lot of other people. Well, so what are you anticipating this is going to be, this fight? I know most trainers train for every scenario, but if you were a betting man, do you see this being a bit of a shootout, or do you see this being a bit of a chess match? Where do you think in terms of category of fight?
It's not going to be either one. I mean, think about it. Let's think about this. You talk about a shootout. Now, when you say shootout, you're talking about Larry Holmes and Ernie Fitz. That's a shootout.
Yeah.
Because you got guys going for it all right there in the middle of the ring. Ernie Fitz was a big punch. Larry Holmes punching back just as hard. That's the shootout.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko, the makeup of the fight, it's not a shootout.
Okay.
Not at all. Can you give it a chess match? Might not be a chess match either. It might not be a chess match either, but it will be one of the most physical heavyweight fights in recent times, right?
Yeah. Well, personally, in my opinion,
it would be very physical because both fighters want to present their dominance inside the ring.
Yeah.
Both fighters are big in their own separate circles. Tyson Fury is the biggest person in his gym. Vladimir Klitschko is the biggest person in his gym.
Yeah.
So they both want to set their side, and they want to dominate the fight. So that's the reason this is going to be one of the most physical fights in recent heavyweight history. And I think that's what's going to make the fight that good.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of expecting fireworks a bit, mainly because when Klitschko fought Pulev, a lot of people were expecting that to go, but that was one of the most exciting fights of the year in terms of what happened. You know what I mean? When we rarely see Vladimir really put his foot on the gas like that. Do you know what I mean? And really be that explosive. You know, I could see. You know, we know Fury can get knocked down. So, and vice versa. So that's sort of why it really does have the makings of a great fight. So, in terms of you guys now, like Team Klitschko, when does training start? When do you start the camp, or have you already started putting things in place?
I mean, things are already being put in place. You know, stuff like that. But Vladimir is around the clock workhorse, and he always working on something. You know, that's just how it goes. But I just think Vladimir, after talking to him, even today, yesterday, stuff like that, I think he's looking forward to the fight. He's looking forward to the battle of Tyson Fury. And I just think this is going to be... See, you got to understand, I'm a fan of boxing before I'm anything.
Yeah.
I just think this is going to be a good fight for the boxing.
Yeah.
Like, I really think this fight, because you never know Tyson Fury not to show up to try the fight. You know, he's not going to be covering up. There's no running. There's no hiding. Both fighters too big to run and hide.
Yeah.
So they have no choice but to fight.
Yeah. So, in terms of sparring and stuff like that, obviously I don't expect you to give away your sparring partners, but I imagine are you getting big guys in that sort of replicate sort of Tyson's stature?
You got to try. You have to try, man. But you might not believe this, but do you know there's only one fighter I know to fight like Tyson Fury?
Yeah, who's that?
And that's Tyson Fury. And that's him. And let's go get Hughie Fury. You can't get him.
No, yeah, it's a good point.
You're right. And my point is that you can't get him. So, you know, it's difficult. It's difficult. But the thing about the difficultness is difficult on both sides. Because what heavyweight do you know to fight like Vladimir Klitschko?
Yeah,
not one. You can't name one.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
It's difficult. It's difficult on both sides. So I say the best thing for both fighters to do is just get in the best physical shape you can be in and be ready to go on October.
Yeah. Okay, mate. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Well, brilliant. Well, excellent. Well, it's I can't believe it's finally been announced. This fight's been talked about for years. So, especially over in the UK, over here, Tyson hasn't shut up about it for years. So, it's good to see. It's good to see it's finally announced. Well, moving on from Tyson and Vladimir. I don't know if you got the chance to see Anthony Joshua or other sort of stellar UK heavyweight fight Kevin Johnson recently. What did you make of that?
I mean, listen, Kevin Johnson is a very good friend of mine. I talked to Anthony Joshua on occasion. I worked with him. We worked out together a few times.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I've been knowing Kevin Johnson for many years. And number one, no discredit to anyone. I think Anthony Joshua is an amazing fighter. I like the guy. He's a good guy, number one, and he's a good fighter, number two. Kevin Johnson is a great guy. I like Kevin Johnson. I've been knowing Kevin Johnson for years. And but he fought the guy that used to be Kevin Johnson. He didn't fight Kevin Johnson.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And Anthony Joshua did what he was supposed to do. I'm not trying to discredit either guy, as you can see, but Anthony Joshua did a good job doing what he was supposed to do. And I think Anthony Joshua will have a bright future ahead of him. And, but he got a lot of competition out there.
Yeah.
A lot of stiff competition. So, we have to see what happens as we keep moving up.
Yeah. Well, obviously, there's talk of a big fight coming up. Obviously, David Price has got a European title fight coming up. So it kind of rules David Price out. Who would you like to see, as a fan, who would you like to see Joshua go up against next?
I don't know, man. I'm looking at fighters throughout the world instead of just only thing I don't like the majority of English fighters, minus Cal Brooks. I like what Cal Brooks did. He came to the States, got his world title, and came back to England. A lot of them try to make their mark fighting top guys in England instead of fighting guys around the world.
Yeah.
I just think it's just more value in fighting guys throughout the world than just to say, I got the Commonwealth title, I got the European title, I'm the best in England, period. You know, I just think it's better to say I'm the best in the world than to say, you know, I'm the best maybe in England or, you know, something like that.
Yeah, well, I kind of agree.
But I think the European title carries a lot of weight. It carries a lot of value.
Yeah.
It's a nice title to have, though.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you talk about there, British fighters some British champions should go away a bit more and try and fight in the States as well. It seems to me, obviously I'm in the UK, but it does seem to me that the majority of British fighters that do go and spend some time in America and fight out there, they seem to be very well received. You know.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are really well received. What is that?
They are. They're very well received.
Yeah, what do you think the reason is behind that? Because, you know, in some cases, I see like American fans going against their own fighter. You know, it's like typical in the Floyd Mayweather's case as well. And Floyd Mayweather mentioned after the Hatton fight, he couldn't believe how loyal British fans were. Do you think that's what's got to do with it? Or is it the buzz the fighters bring?
It has a lot to do, man. British fans are loyal. A lot of European fans are loyal. And they follow their favorite fighter throughout the world. And that's just how it always been. Ricky Hatton brought so many people to Las Vegas. It's amazing. And,
yeah, it was amazing.
You know, it was crazy. So, Prince Nassim Hamed brought so many people to Detroit when he fought in Detroit. He fought in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just a loyal. That's why a lot of European fans. They just are loyal to their fighters.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is great.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a question that's just a little bit of fun. Who's your favourite UK fighter of all time?
Our favorite UK fighter of all time?
Yeah.
Wow. It's hard to name one guy, man, because you got so many guys came from the UK.
You can have a couple.
Goodness.
You can have a couple.
You know, Lennox was a part of the UK system.
Yeah.
I actually, a lot of people don't think so, but I like Frank Bruno.
Yeah, Frank Bruno's loved her, yeah.
He had a beautiful physique. Man. Even Nigel Benn from the UK, right?
Yeah, he's a typical old style.
So you got a lot of guys. I'm not, you know, it's hard to narrow down to the one, but it's just, man, it's something else. The UK has presented a lot of top opposition throughout the world.
Yeah.
Joe Calzaghe.
Yeah, he's a great, massive while I was growing up. Actually.
You know, Joe Calzaghe, he retired undefeated. I like the guy. The guy can fight, man. He could just plain fight. Period. He could fight.
Yeah, he's very natural.
You know, so mixed up.
Yeah, I kind of thought.
But up country right now, the guys I'm looking at right now, I still got my eye on David Haye because I think he's going to do something big this year.
Yeah.
I'm looking to see what Cal Brook is going to. I'm looking to see who's Dillian White going to fight to get his name out there, and I'm looking to see what Anthony Johnson is going to do. Because one thing I know about Anthony Johnson and Dillian White, they fought as amateurs and didn't beat them.
Yeah.
But they both want to be the best coming out of the East. So that's going to be a rivalry right there.
Yeah.
That's a big rivalry right there.
Yeah, it's building quite nicely.
You still got David Price sitting there.
Yeah.
So do Anthony Joshua or Dillian White fight? Do one of them fight David Price and then fight each other? Or what? What's going to happen with that? It's a lot going on.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Derek Chisora, obviously, he didn't do very well at all against Tyson in his last fight. Apparently, he's making a comeback now. He's moved trainer. What would you make of the whole Del Boy situation?
I think Del Boy was ahead of. I just think whoever started off with him, I don't know. I just think he got a big misunderstanding in boxing. You know, he took a lot of fights just because. And I mean, I don't know how he's gonna come back. He did get stopped by David Hay, and he did get beat pretty bad by Tyson Fury. So he gonna have to take a big fight just to make sure his name makes sense again. Nobody's gonna fight him because it's a rough fight with no value right now. Right now, he has no value to him, and I think he's a good guy. I think he's a good fighter.
Yeah.
But the way he presents himself, let's try to do violence first. Yeah, we can sell some tickets. I think he messed himself up. Nobody's really gonna want to deal with him.
Yeah. Okay. Well, finally, there's one other heavyweight I'd like to get your opinion on. Actually, Jonathan, Eddie Chambers, who's obviously part of Team Fury, he's just, I know he's back in the States now. I've had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of times. He's now signed with Al Heyman. He's a former opponent of Klitschko, of course. He sort of hasn't really had the rub of the green in his career. How do you think? Well, firstly, how do you rate Eddie Chambers as a fighter?
I mean, you still have to get Eddie Chambers a high ranking because he did compete for the heavyweight title. You know, he did beat a lot of guys other people thought he could. And with him coming back to the States, now Al Heyman is just turning up every fighter. It's crazy.
Yeah,
and now he gets fight regular on TV, on prime television. So Eddie Chambers is just one of those guys you can't overlook. I think he personally think he's a good fighter. I disagree with the method that they used to bring him to England to make him a weightlifting guy, make him bigger. I disagree with that because Eddie's speed was his strength. That was his strongest point. It was his speed. He got all the way to the world title with his speed, and to put on weight and put on muscle. I think it did him a discredit.
Yeah. Okay.
But I still think Eddie's a good fighter. Eddie's a good guy. He's another guy out of Philadelphia. I think a lot of Philadelphia guys are just nice too. I got a lot of buddies up there. Lee Scott, he's from Philly.
Yeah.
Steve Cunningham from Philly. And once again, Eddie Chambers. These guys are nice guys, man. Really nice guys. Mike Jennings was out of Philly, and he's a super nice dude.
Yeah. Well, I've only met Eddie.
So I think Joe Dranko or something. I think it was like, he's out of Philly. You know, I know a lot of dudes out of Philly, man. They really cool fast, man.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping that he can get back in the mix, and he's too good. I wish him all the best. He's a really nice guy. Eddie Chambers is a really nice guy.
Yeah, I'd concur with that. He's a real nice dude. I haven't heard anyone else say different. Finally, I just wanted to get one more. There's another heavyweight fight coming. You got Steve Cunningham and a former opponent of yourselves, Antonio Tava. What do you make of that fight? And how far do you think
Wow.
How far do you think Tava can go? He won't shut up about wanting to win a world title. Do you think he can get anywhere near it?
I mean, I think anybody can get near it, but as far as winning it, it's a whole nother thing in its entirety.
Yeah.
I think Steve Cunningham, it can be a good fight. Steve Cunningham do very good with left-handed guys.
Okay.
I think he do very good with left-handed guys. But I think it can be a good fight. That's another good fight for boxing.
Yeah, there's loads of good fights coming up. So, I think it's fair to say.
Fight for boxing.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say the heavyweight division is definitely alive again, which is good to see. There's a real.
Think about it. The heavyweight division always been alive. The only difference is more guys are becoming household names.
Yeah.
That's the only difference. It's been in the division the last 10 years that you name it, it's fighting that you're excited about. Only difference is now they're household names, and it's something to be excited about.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Brilliant. Well, it's been amazing to get you on, get an exclusive with you on the day the excitement.
Always my pleasure, man. Always.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. Well, yeah. Well, I'd just like to thank you so much for your time, mate, and good luck with the build up to the fight. I'm sure you'll be rushing around all over the place, and yeah, just wish you all the very